Are you ready to dive into a world where gods control the forces of nature, bringing life and harvest to the earth? Today, we will unveil the secrets of the gods who hold the elements in their hands. Learn about the power of Poseidon, who rules the seas, the wisdom of Demeter, who gives life to the fields, the joy of Dionysus, who brings happiness through wine, and the cunning of Hermes, who travels between worlds. Stay with us until the end, and you will discover unforgettable stories about the masters of elements and nature. At the peak of Olympus, where the wind meets the sea, stands Poseidon, the ruler of all waters. His trident gleams in the sun, and his presence inspires awe in even the bravest. He doesn't just control the seas, he is the soul of every wave, every storm that pierces the ocean. One day, Poseidon decided to demonstrate his power by creating a massive storm. His trident raised waves high into the sky, and ships swayed on the brink of destruction. Amid the chaos, he noticed a small fishing boat where a brave young man was praying for salvation. Poseidon's heart was moved, and he calmed the storm, giving the young man a safe path home. From that day on, everyone who went to sea knew that Poseidon watched over them. After this, Poseidon decided to visit his sister Demeter. Demeter, the goddess of fertility, wandered among the fields, where every stalk of wheat reached for the sun thanks to her blessing. Her touch gave life and harvest, and people revered her as the embodiment of nature itself. But there was a dark time when Demeter lost her daughter Persephone. In her despair, she forgot about the earth, and the fields became barren, and people began to starve. Her pain was so great that even the gods could not console her. Poseidon, seeing his sister's suffering, decided to help her in the search for Persephone. During their search, they encountered Dionysus, the god of wine and joy, who brings happiness and celebration. Dionysus decided to join them and help restore joy to Demeter's heart. He organized a grand feast in honor of the harvest to lift the goddess's spirits. People gathered from all corners to celebrate the day. Wine flowed freely, and music and dance continued until dawn. Even Demeter, who had been mourning, began to feel joy thanks to Dionysus. Among the crowd at the feast was a young girl mourning the loss of her beloved. Dionysus, seeing her pain, approached her and offered a cup of wine. With each sip, she felt her pain fade and joy return. Dionysus showed that even in the deepest sorrow, one can find joy and pleasure. During the celebration, they were joined by Hermes, the god of commerce, travel, and cunning, who travels between worlds, bringing messages and assistance. His winged sandals allowed him to move faster than the wind, and he was always ready for new adventures. Hermes revealed that he knew where Persephone might be. Together, they journeyed to the underworld, the realm of Hades. Thanks to his cunning and resourcefulness, Hermes helped the group navigate the dangers of the underworld. They found Persephone and persuaded Hades to allow her to return to the earth. When Persephone returned, Demeter's joy knew no bounds. The fields bloomed once again, and people began to celebrate the rebirth of the harvest. Poseidon, Demeter, Dionysus, and Hermes celebrated their successful mission together, realizing how important it was to maintain harmony and support each other. Poseidon, with his trident, reminds us of the power of water, which can be both destructive and life-giving. His stories teach us to respect nature and be prepared for its whims. Demeter, with her life-giving force, shows us the importance of fertility and preserving natural resources. Her stories inspire us to care for the earth and think about future generations. Dionysus, with his joy and celebrations, reminds us of the importance of enjoying life and finding happiness, even in difficult times. His stories show us how to spread joy to others. Hermes, with his cunning and wisdom, teaches us the value of ingenuity and adaptability. His stories inspire us to find new paths and not fear challenges. The legends of the masters of elements and nature continue to live on and inspire us to new achievements. They remind us of the importance of harmony and balance in the world, and that each of us has a role in preserving nature. Poseidon, Demeter, Dionysus, and Hermes are symbols of strength, wisdom, joy, and ingenuity. Their stories show us the importance of using our abilities for good and maintaining harmony in the world. The legends of the masters of elements teach us that even the most powerful forces of nature can be our allies if we learn to respect and use them wisely. Poseidon, with his dominion over the seas, reminds us of the importance of keeping our oceans clean and healthy. His stories inspire us to protect water resources and marine life. Demeter, with her life-giving power, teaches us to respect the land and care for the harvest. Her stories show us the importance of being grateful for nature's gifts and taking care of future generations. Dionysus, with his joy and celebrations, shows us the importance of finding joy in every moment of life and sharing it with others. His stories inspire us to celebrate life and find happiness even in difficult times. Hermes, with his cunning and wisdom, reminds us of the importance of ingenuity and adaptability in our lives. His stories teach us to find new paths and not fear changes. The legends of the masters of elements and nature continue to live on and inspire us to new achievements. They remind us of the importance of harmony and balance in the world, and that each of us has a role in preserving nature. Poseidon, Demeter, Dionysus, and Hermes are symbols of strength, wisdom, joy, and ingenuity. Their stories show us the importance of using our abilities for good and maintaining harmony in the world. The legends of the masters of elements teach us that even the most powerful forces of nature can be our allies if we learn to respect and use them wisely. Poseidon, Demeter, Dionysus, and Hermes are part of the great story of the gods of Olympus. Their legends continue to live in our hearts and remind us of the greatness and power of the ancient gods. Their stories of courage, wisdom, and love will always inspire us to new achievements. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment about which story you liked the most and why. Soon, we will release a new video about light and shadows of myths. Don't miss it.